It's like guys. I know what I'm trying to say. It's hard to word. Okay. Okay. For example, I've had a chick friend that has like a hookup buddy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. You know, she's like, oh, it's mutual. He just wants to hook up. I just want to hook up. We have a thing for each other, and we're using each other.
Yeah.
That's cool. You understand that?
Yeah.
The girl, either way, if it's not emotional, it's comfort. She's okay with being with him.
Yeah.
Because she's used to him.
Yeah.
That is not equal for the guy. It doesn't feel that way for him. To him, it is just sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see? So whether there's emotions or not, the guy is getting more out of it than her.
Okay.
Okay? And the guy can easily walk away, the girl can't. Right?
Yeah.
So again, he's getting more out of it than she is. And on top of all of that, he's taking what she's giving.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. It's
Okay,
not a mutual
alright.
thing when it comes to friends with benefits. The guy is getting more from the
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah. Because I know, like, I watch my count, like, how many guys I slept with. Like very, very,
Is that
very,
what those
very-
notches for on the bedpost?
What notches? The 20 of them sitting over there? No.
That was something else.
That was
Those are
definitely
girls.
something else. No, because I definitely, like, in a way, like, I kind of feel pressured by the double standard because there's some people that I would have slept with, but I'm like, do I really want my count to go up?
Okay.
Like right now, it's like you can count on one hand, and I kind of want to keep it there. Like one more, and I'm going over like one hand.
You hear that, everybody? Maya has had sex with 5 people.
But I don't know. Like I guess maybe it's because like my parents were pretty old. No, my parents were whores. My mom is pretty old-fashioned.
Uh-huh.
When it doesn't concern her, she's pretty old-fashioned. And even like something, because okay, remember the first night I brought Alex to Stoney's, the only night he went to Stoney's,
Yeah.
and we were all there, and I was interested in your certain friend,
Mm-hmm.
and I probably even would have slept with him before, but Alex said something to me, and he was just like, dude, you better take it slow. And I was like, well, why? What? He's like, just do it.
You
And,
told me
like,
that he liked him.
he does like him, but Alex still was just like, dude, you take your time, like don't. And that kind of made me like pull back a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but
I think
I don't know, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know why I'm bothered about it because we have a certain friend also that like sleeps with every guy known to mankind.
Who?
Not anymore. 'Cause she's in a serious relationship.
Just put her
Who?
name on the internet.
Never mind. I don't want to say it.
Mouth it to me. Oh.
Yeah.
She never slept with me.
Oh.
So she's not a whore.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Anyway.
But speaking of which, so I saw this awesome comedian.
I
Do
wonder
you
if
know
I wonder if she's gonna listen to this and be like, woohoo! I wonder if they're talking about me.
Yeah. Crap. So this is an awesome comedian. Have you heard of Jim Jeffries? Do either of you know Jim Jeffries?
I've heard of him, but I don't think I've ever seen him do anything.
Okay, all right. Because he actually explained this, and he's like, the double standard technically doesn't exist because to be a girl and be a whore, you just have to be there because it's so easy to have sex. But to be a guy and to be a whore, like you have to buy drinks, you got to be suave, you got to like be able to talk her into it, like.
Oh, okay, what about that? Because I was just thinking about this earlier.
Okay.
It's like asking the girl out is kind of a double standard, a little bit, because it's expected that the guy has to do it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so anything like that is like asking a girl for a drink. You know, can I buy you a drink? She'll never ask you that.
Hell no, I will not.
Right.
Go on TV, but
Yeah, on
It's
TV. Yeah, fucking TV. Grey's Anatomy doesn't mean anything.
I
But okay.
I know a couple girls, like more and more nowadays. Like I think girls are more forward.
like, are they the brave ones, kind of?
Yeah, they're
like,
pretty much the brave ones.
And then, like, do you see them as like one of the guys of the group? Like, they don't really act all girly and whatnot.
No, they're
No?
girly.
Oh, because I was
no.
gonna say, like, I feel like the girls where guys see them as one of the girls in the group, and as other friends see them as like the tough one, then they wouldn't really consider them a slut because they're acting more like a guy, and I think that just comes from, I guess, people's views on how a lady should act.
Yeah, I'm worried about that too because like, I'm not like, does a girl being really forward come off as like a slut?
No, but it is noticeable. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that. Like I've been asked out by a girl,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll remember that girl, whether I said yes or no, way more than the girl that I asked out, whether she said yes or no. For instance, if a girl came up to me and asked me out, I'll be like, oh, you know what, I'm sorry, you're not my type. You know what I mean? We can hang out and chill, and that's cool.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll remember that girl as opposed to a girl I asked out that said yes,
yeah,
and we did go out.
yeah.
Like, it's just so much more noticeable. But, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, because I mean, like, in my mom's culture, you know, like Asian culture, if a girl approaches a guy, you just way too forward. Like, it's non-ladylike. It makes you look easy. It makes you look very easy. I don't know. So I have a thing against that because I'm not afraid to approach a guy and talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
I will not, like, I kind of put my foot down, like, right before the asking out, though. Like, that is something I will not do. But I'm not shy as far as getting to know somebody.
You're like, I'll suck your dick before I ask you out.
No. Come on.
But, okay, so going back to, like, guys having asked the girl and stuff,
Okay.
I remember Bill was trying to dance with these hood rats. Okay, these girls were, like, I didn't think they were cute. We looked at them from afar, so it's not like we were hearing what they were saying.
And through an alcoholic haze.
Yeah, so I'm
like,
assuming that they were, like, not talking about anything interesting, because they didn't look like they could possibly have anything interesting to say. But Bill was like, I feel like dancing, I want to ask this girl to dance. So he's with his friends, and we're like, we push him to go, we're like, yeah, dude, of course go do it, go dance with these girls. Bitches!
They didn't want to dance. Like, it wasn't to, like, get on them or anything, it was just to dance. Like, I didn't want to just sit in the dance floor dancing by myself.
Like, I was proud of this motherfucker right here, because he walked up across the dance floor, held out his hand to shake theirs, like, politely, you know?
Yeah.
And they were being total bitches about it. But my point is that, like, yeah, it's all the pressure is on us to ask these, you whores, these questions, and then we get turned down all the time. You guys get none of the hits.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh. No, I ask
Like, all
guys
you guys
to
get
dance.
to do is just brag about it later on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I do ask guys to dance. Like, it takes a lot of courage, and I do, like, realize
you
how
do
much
not.
courage.
Last night you were like, I want to dance with that guy.
No, but at the same time, he's a really good dancer. I wasn't afraid to ask him because I was afraid, like, just to ask someone in general. I'm afraid because he's an extremely good dancer. Like, he's always there. Like, he's had some amazing partners where he could just, like, spin and keep going around. That's not why, that's why I didn't ask. Because I'm intimidated by his ability.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I'm intimidated by asking to dance. Because ask Bao. Like, anytime I've gone to a club where I actually know how to dance, I'm not afraid to ask. I would just, like, go up to a guy like, hey, you want to dance? Even that one night, we were at Stoney's. And I asked a really tall, fucking weird guy who probably didn't even speak English.
Oh, and he turned you down too, didn't he?
He didn't. I just said, do you want to dance? And he shrugged. And I was like, do
Oh,
you want to
that's right.
dance? And he shrugged. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? It's a yes or a no. And he shrugged. Like, I said, is that a yes or a no? And
Yeah.
he shrugged. And I was like, all right, I'm just going over this way. Back to my friends. Fucking weird. Yeah, because I asked someone to dance that night.
Yeah, you did. Some girl asked me to dance that night too, actually.
Oh, yeah? So I'm not afraid to do that. It's just, I don't know why. I just put my foot down right before asking out, and it's probably because of, like, what my mom taught me. Like, if you do ask a guy out, you're easy. And it might not be true or not, but
Well, see,
in
what
my
you should do
mind,
is
that's what a guy
just be
sees.
easy anyway, and you know, then
Problem
you can do
solved.
whatever you want.
I don't think you'd come off as easy. Like, at first you might, but, like, once a guy gets to know you.
Yeah,
And
but a
they'll be like,
lot
"Oh,
of
she
times
just knows
you
what
don't
she
get
wants."
they don't get to know you. It's that first impression.
I guess.
Unless it's like the same group of friends where like he's heard about you or he sees you more often. He's like, oh, you know what? This girl isn't easy. But when you're talking about that very first impression, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then I guess it depends on how the night goes, like what happens, or what you guys talk about, or how long you dance and what kind of dances you do afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
That will probably determine.
But I'd rather, just because I remember hearing this, and it's probably the only thing on Dr. Phil that like ever stuck with me, and that is Dr. Phil once said, like this girl was asking him, how come I never have a relationship with a good guy? He's like, well, do you ever ask a guy out or like approach a guy? And she's like, no, I always wait for them to approach me. And he's like, a guy that knows how to approach one girl knows how to approach all girls. If he knows how to approach you, he can approach any girl.
Well, that's a low blow. So why would he choose you, bitch? That's what it sounds
he's
like.
looking for something easy. Yeah, pretty much. Or not.